All right, so let's start with our next lesson that we're going to do in Add Maths. And this one is called log laws. Log laws. Why do we call it log laws? It's because you're going to learn about the laws that will be used with logarithms to simplify expressions. So our objective for today, and let me just type it out so it looks neat. Objective. I don't like the color for this. Just put a blue. Objective. And it is to simplify expressions by using the following log laws. Alright, so we're going to be using some log laws, and I'm going to state each one of those log laws as we go through them. The first one that we're going to do, one is going to be the product law. Product, spell that wrong. Product law. Right, and the first law is a product law, so we have log to the base a of pq is going to be equal to log to the base a of p plus log to the base a of q. So we're going to use this to simplify expressions. All right, let me give you an example of an expression that we can possibly simplify with it. Let's say you're required to simplify log to the base 10 of 5 plus log to the base 10 of 6. Okay, well, solution. So given log to the base 10. Now, most of the times when you have log to the base 10, you will get away with just writing LG like this. So log 5 plus log 6, right? So most of the time you see log to the base of 10, you can just get away with log 5 and log 6. Right, from there, we're going to say, given this, then using the product law of logarithms, we get that log to the base of 5 times 6 is going to be the same answer, which is just simply log to 30. All right, and that's the answer right there. Let me just put this here, log 30. All right, that's the answer right there. Let's go to the next law. The next law that we have is the quotient law. And quotient is, as you know, is just a fancy little word for fraction. So that's log to the base of a is p over q, and that will be equal to log to the base of a p minus log to the base of a q. Right? So as long as it has the same basis, as long as you have the same basis, just like the product law, you can be able to divide it as long as you have a minus sign in between it. So let's look at an example. And I think this is my second example already. Yes, my second example. All right, so example number 2, we're to simplify log to the base of 10 6 minus log to the base of 10 2. All right, so we're given log 6 minus log 2 using the quotient law of logarithms. We're going to get that log 6 divided by 2 is going to be equal to log of 3. Right, and that's your answer right there for this one. Okay, let's go on to another page and we'll start the power law. So third one, power law, and that one is that the log to the base a of p to the power of b is going to be b times log to the base of a p. Right, and let's do this here. Let's do the example 3. Simplify log, you know what, let me just put this, log of 3 to the power of 4. And I don't need to go into a detailed solution, so just using this power law alone, this here is just going to be 4 log of 3. Okay, simple thing like that. All right, now I'm going to just put in two laws, and I don't really think I can come up with a name for these things, so I'm going to put this one here. And this law is log to the base of a is equal to 1, right? And if you remember the interchange between logs, this is just simply saying that a to the power of 1 is equal to a, right? So if you remember the interchange between index form and log form, you can see that this is just a to the power of 1 by a. And a situation that this can be useful is something like this. Let's say example number 4. Simplify log to the base of 10 of 100. Okay, log to the base of 10 of 100. So we say given log to the base of 10 of 100, right? We can use this law up here, this power law, right? Then by using the power law of logs, right? By using the power law of logs, we can get that log to the base of 10 squared is equal to that, right? And now we can get here that 2 into log to the base of 10 to the power of 10. And remember, this here is, if you have the same base and the same value here, then you're going to get 1. So this here becomes 1, right? This in the bracket here becomes 1, so it's going to be 2 times 1, and then the answer works out to be 2. So this here can be simplified all the way down until 2, okay? And then the last one that we're going to do, again, I don't have a label that I can put on this, so I'm just going to say log a to the power, log to the base a of 1 is going to be equal to 0. And again, just remember your index form transformation. That would mean that a to the power of 0 is equal to 1. Okay, so it's just following along the rules right there. And that means if we go into an example, let's do an example for this example number 5, and we are to simplify log to the base 10 of 10 minus open bracket log to the base 10 of 5 plus log to the base 10 of 2, and we're going to simplify that. So we're saying given log, and I'm just going to put LG now, so LG of 10 minus open bracket LG of 5 plus LG of 2, right? What we can do is we can simplify this with the product law of logs. So using the product law of logs, we're going to get that log to the base 10 of 10 minus log to the base 10 of 10. Why? Because we have 5 multiplying by 2, because it's a plus in the middle there. So 5 by 2 is 10. We're going to have that. And right away you can see here that we have log to the base 10 of that, log to the base 10 of that. You can go right away, you can see here that this here is equal to 0, right? If you want to prove it a little bit more and you want to get rid of that negative sign, we can use so right here we could have stopped, right? Let me just put this part in yellow. So actually maybe put it in pink, right? Fuchsia, whatever color this is. So we're going to just simply use the law that we have up here instead. So let's say we have this, right? We can see right away it's 0 because the same thing minus the same thing, something minus the same thing, right? Something minus the same thing is going to be 0. So if it is that we want to show this with the laws, then we can say that using the quotient law of logs, using the quotient law of logs, we will get that log of 10 over 10 is going to be log of 1, right? Log to the base 10 of 1, right? Just remember that, log of 1. And then if you remember, this law up here, any base with 1 inside here, the answer is 0, right? So this here is log to the base 10 of 1. And we have 10 to the power of 0 is going to give me 1, right? So basically logs is be like, if this is my base, this to the power of whatever is over here is going to give me this answer, right? Remember, that's their interchange. Okay. Now, that's it. That's all you have to learn for the different laws of logarithms, right? Very simple, very easy little laws. And what we're going to do in the next lesson, we're going to try and see if we can use these laws and solve some problems involving logarithms, right? So very short, very quick lesson about the laws of logs, and it doesn't have much to really do about it unless you start practicing solving problems. So that's it for today. If you find any errors, issues, and you want to comment, leave me a message, do whatever you have to get in contact with me, and I will see you in the next lesson. Bye. Enjoy the rest of your day.